When your key turns in the lock after a long workday, your cat's right there. Their tail's straight up, and they're waiting for you. But patting their head while you kick off your shoes is a massive mistake. You're completely misreading their vulnerable body language in that moment. Science shows they aren't just begging for dinner when you arrive. They're executing a highly sophisticated emotional scan to re-establish your specific social bond. If you ignore this, you leave their nervous system in a highly stressed state. You need to execute a specific, zero-cost physical protocol immediately. Skip the expensive toys and treats when you walk through the door. I'm going to show you the exact, science-backed steps you need to perform. This exact protocol instantly lowers their cortisol levels and builds unshakable trust. Here's the precise breakdown of how you should respond to that greeting. Let's get straight into the physical mechanics of a perfect feline greeting. It all starts before you even take off your heavy winter coat. The exact moment that front door opens, you need to freeze your body. Step 1 is executing a precise visual reset to lower their guard. Look at their face, but absolutely do not stare with wide open eyes. In feline language, a hard stare is a direct, aggressive threat. You need to deliberately deploy a slow blink right then and there. Lower your eyelids smoothly, like you're falling asleep on your feet. Keep your eyes completely closed for a full, deliberate second. Then, open them back up slowly to complete the biological calming signal. This simple eye movement is scientifically proven to lower a cat's anxiety. It tells their brain that you're totally relaxed and nobody is in danger. You must wait patiently for them to slow blink right back at you. Never rush this crucial first step of the daily greeting process. If they don't blink back immediately, just repeat the slow eye movement. They might need an extra second to process the visual information. Do not move your feet until you get that visual confirmation. This establishes a baseline of total calm before any physical contact happens. It's a completely free way to hack their nervous system for the better. Now you're ready to physically move into their personal space safely. Step 2 requires you to completely eliminate your massive height advantage. You're a giant predator entering their territory, which naturally triggers their stress. Looming over them instantly forces their defensive instincts to power up. You need to get your face down to their physical level right away. Crouch down low, take a knee, or just sit flat on the floor. Make yourself physically smaller to remove all dominant posture from the interaction. You're physically proving that you deeply respect their space. When you do this, carefully watch the angle of their small ears. If their ears were slightly pulled back, they'll immediately pivot forward. That's your visual proof that their internal defensive alarms are completely turned off. Standing tall forces them to look up, exposing their highly vulnerable neck. Getting on the floor completely removes that biological pressure and fear. It puts the two of you on a completely equal playing field. This makes them feel entirely in control of the physical interaction. Don't worry about getting your work clothes a little dusty on the rug. The psychological payoff for your cat is absolutely massive here. Now that you're on their level, it's time to initiate the physical touch. But you have to do it exactly like another cat would. Step 3 is the scent proposal, and it requires extreme physical patience. Do not reach out and try to stroke the top of their head. Reaching over a cat's head makes them duck down to avoid your hand. It's a classic human mistake that feels incredibly oppressive to them. Instead, slowly extend your index finger right at their nose level. Stop your hand about 2 inches away from their face and freeze. Hold your finger perfectly still and let them make the next move. You're giving them the ultimate choice to close that remaining distance. This perfectly mimics how two wild cats greet each other nose to nose. You're actively asking for explicit consent before touching their sensitive fur. Wait for them to lean forward and bump their cold nose against you. When they do, they're depositing unique pheromones directly onto your skin. They'll rub their cheek against your knuckle to claim you as their own. This marks you as safe and belonging to their family unit. If they don't step forward to bump your finger, just pull it back. Respecting a clear no builds incredible long-term trust in your relationship. Pushing past their boundaries completely ruins the trust you just built. Always let the cat control the pace of this initial physical contact. Step 4 is perfectly mirroring the exact acoustic environment they create. Your cat will likely greet you with a soft, bird-like trill. They use this specific vocal frequency exclusively for their favorite humans. It's a highly customized greeting that means they feel incredibly safe. Never respond with loud, booming human sentences about your workday. Shouting down the hallway instantly destroys the peaceful vibe they just set up. Loud human noise overloads their incredibly sensitive auditory processing centers. Instead, you need to dramatically lower the volume of your own voice. Whisper softly or try to mimic their exact trilling sound right back. Make your vocalizations incredibly soft, extremely breathy, and very short. This acoustic matching proves that you're listening on their exact frequency. It reinforces the private language that only the two of you share. Matching their specific volume makes them feel deeply understood and completely secure. It bridges the massive communication gap between two different biological species. Your voice should act as a soothing anchor for their nervous system. Don't act like a blaring alarm clock when you walk inside. Once the vocal tone is set, you can expand your physical touch. But you have to monitor their muscles like a professional therapist. Step 5 involves mapping their physical tension with your fingertips. Once they rub your hand, begin stroking exclusively around their scent glands. Focus on their cheeks, the base of their chin, and between their ears. Use very slow, gentle, circular motions with just your fingertips. As you massage them, actively feel the muscle tension hidden under their fur. You aren't just absent-mindedly petting them while checking your phone. Are their small shoulders feeling tight under your hand right now? Is their spine feeling rigid or stiff as you run your fingers down? If you feel any physical tension, immediately slow down your hand movements. Your touch should be a deliberate massage to melt away their anxiety. You're physically erasing the deep stress of the long hours you spent apart. If their skin twitches, lighten the pressure of your fingers instantly. Many cats carry separation anxiety right in the muscles of their neck. Focus your gentle circles there to release that built-up biological pressure. If they lean heavily into your hand, maintain that gentle, consistent pressure. They're guiding you exactly where they need to feel completely safe. This mindful touch transforms a basic hello into a deep therapeutic session. It chemically bonds the two of you together after a long day. It only takes 30 seconds, but it completely rewires their mood. But what happens if they suddenly get overstimulated during this process? Step 6 is recognizing the exact moment to pull your hands away. Even a perfect greeting can sometimes cause sudden sensory overload in cats. You have to watch their tail for the very first sign of irritation. If their tail starts whipping back and forth, stop touching them immediately. Don't wait for them to nip at your fingers or swat your hand. A twitching tail means their nervous system has reached its maximum capacity. Simply lift your hands away and keep your body completely still. Don't say anything, and just let them process the physical stimulation they received. If they suddenly walk away, let them go without making a fuss. Never try to pull them back into your lap for more petting. Letting them leave on their own terms builds massive psychological security. It proves they're never trapped in a physical interaction with you. They might just walk 3 feet away to sit and groom themselves. That grooming behavior is them successfully regulating their own internal stress levels. Respecting that break is just as important as the physical greeting itself. It shows them that you fully understand feline consent and boundaries. Once they finish grooming, they might come right back for more. If they do, start the scent proposal process all over again from scratch. Step 7 is smoothly transitioning from the greeting to your evening routine. You can't just jump up suddenly and rush to the kitchen. Sudden, jerky movements will completely shatter the calm state you just built. You need to stand up very slowly and smoothly from the floor. Keep your vocal tones soft as you take off your heavy coat. Let them follow you to the kitchen naturally if they want to. This is the perfect time to check their food and water bowls. You've already satisfied their deep emotional needs with the physical greeting protocol. Now you can focus on their basic biological survival needs without causing stress. They'll eat their dinner feeling completely secure and deeply bonded to you. The contrast between an ignored greeting and a fulfilled greeting is huge. A fulfilled cat will settle down peacefully for the rest of the evening. An ignored cat will pace around, meow loudly, and act highly anxious. They'll keep demanding your attention because the initial bond was never closed. Investing 60 seconds at the door buys you hours of peace later. It's the ultimate life hack for modern adults with busy daily schedules. It sets the exact right tone for a relaxing night at home. You've actively proved that their emotional stability is a major priority. You're doing much more than just saying a quick hello after work. You're actively rewiring their delicate feline nervous system for the better. You take that deeply vulnerable moment of trust and validate it perfectly. You reward that straight-up tail with exactly what their biology craves. You aren't just an automatic food dispenser or a random roommate anymore. You instantly become an active participant in their daily emotional regulation. You're building an unshakable foundation of modern, science-based empathy in your home. This is exactly how informed adults should treat their animal companions. The door opens, and your cat looks up at you waiting patiently. Now you finally know exactly what to do in that crucial moment. It's not just a cute habit. It's a direct request for emotional connection. Your cat has absolutely no human words for what you mean to them. All they have is this one small, fiercely faithful act of waiting by the door. So drop your bags, get on the floor, and look at them. Give them the exact science-backed greeting that they truly deserve from you today, because you just became the absolute best part of their entire day. This simple routine takes less than a single minute of your extremely busy life, but it means absolutely everything to the tiny creature waiting for you. Start implementing this exact protocol tonight when you walk through that front door. Watch your cat's daily behavior and trust levels transform completely forever.